Hello everyone and welcome back to the seventh part tutorial of how to model a basketball court arena. Um, I got into this position where I think that I may needed to create the stairs a little bit higher, but I don't know. I am trying to to look at this every time I'm creating this. It's like maybe the third or the fourth time that I'm creating this, and what's happening is that if I want to, I don't know, imagine a person sitting here on top of a chair. What happened is that it will need to be big enough so whenever a player looks from here, so let's imagine a player here standing. What will be his shoe size? It should be smaller than the step a little bit, though still yet I don't want it to be that miniature because the steps is already miniature. So I'm a little bit confused here already, but let's continue with this. And um, you know, I can't predict always the outcome, and I'm trying to do my best. So if anything goes wrong, and I do think that some things here will go wrong, um, so just uh, take this as a good, you know, uh, good lesson. I mean, as if it was like really real scale world, what happened is that if this is really the size of this court right now, okay, and the grid is that small, like here, as you see it, so basically, um, according to what we've done, and this is like 28 meters, then those ceilings here should be more than 150 as I done them, the walls. I mean, the seal of this passage should be something like 2 point, I don't know, maybe 3 meters, okay, uh, high. And I've done only 150, and this is also bring me into some confusion because it would be very high. And if you take a look on person who's sittings, I mean, no one is really 3 meters except the NBA players. No, not even them, but still, yet. It should be a little bit higher, and still yet it will make the audience look very small. Well, maybe we are that small. I don't know. Okay, so enough with conclusion. Conclusion we will do afterwards when we will finish with this model. Still yet, bear this information in mind, and if you do have time to examine this a little bit better and try to tweak all the height and values that comes with height and the depth or whatever going on here, just try and see how it works out for you. So the next thing is basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off by creating the chair. Now, I'm going to show you one of the chairs that I created, and I will explain what happened in that scenario. Um, let me take a look on my other scenes. Okay, the chair tooth 5. That's good. And I won't save it for now, but let's be reminded that I need to continue from tooth 7. But I'm creating the chair, so I will open um, a new file and create a new scene. So this is the chair that I first created for this. And the main thing is that this chair should be assembled from this here. You can see there are slots here that can be, you can put in screws or something that will be nailed to this stairs. Now the main thing is to help you and just see how you can create chair like this. But this is very high poly chair, at least this part of it, and this is already too much for our scene, and the remaining parts also has much count of poly. And I did wanted to create this chair and teach you how to do so, and it's not that difficult, though it's not that easy at the same time. So we will try to create a low poly chair. something similar to this mechanism. Like we have this, and if I will switch to the rotation tool, it should be fold to about so. Okay, this is the, I don't know, something that I managed to do. Though I do think that maybe something a little bit more of like so, it's fair enough. Okay, still yet I found this model not completely good for my scene, even though the chair looks fairly good. And yeah, we'll try and create something that help us to get something near to this thing here. So let's create a new file, file new scene, and don't save. And we'll start off by creating a cube. Okay, now you know what, let's go back to the other save, open scene, and I'm gonna go back to my main folder, basketball arena scene, and to 7. Now the reason I'm doing this is very 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 important. We have this, and those are the stairs. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this stair and shift, no, go over mesh, um, edit mesh, and yeah, it should be somewhere here. Duplicate face, this is what I'm looking for. Duplicate, okay, duplicating this face, and press F8 few times. Now I'm gonna grab only that face. Okay, I will grab both of them and control unselect this one, and then I will go over edit, copy, file, new scene, don't save this because there's nothing to save there, and paste this little uh, thing I've just, oh, okay, let's see if it's on the outliner. Pasted, and let's bring this out from this group and delete it, and let's have a look. Where is it? Okay, this is it. This is our stair. So I'm gonna modify center pivot it. I think something here should bring it. Block tool as activated. I didn't activate anything. I'm trying to. Okay, let's do it all over again. Best. Take this thing out of here and delete the group. And where is this piece? Okay, let's bring this piece into our grid. The reason I'm doing it's very 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 understood. Um, Snap it to grid. Grid is there. It's a little bit annoying. There is a hotkey for this, and I'm not sure which one is it. It's something with the axe, but still yet it's not really responding to me that well. So here is our surface grid, and the reason is because I want to know that the seat that I'm gonna create will be mounted in this part, and I will leave enough space for the legs of the person. So there will be another seat going on here, and one seat will be here, but still I need a little bit space there. So that way I know that I'm gonna create a cube which will represent our seat, and I'm gonna squish it. Whoops. Let's turn off the snap to grid and squish it a little bit more. And let's say that maybe a little bit bigger. This how our seat will look like. It will stand. It will be attached to this step here, and this is where the person would be able to put his legs, and that's all fine with me. Okay, so it's just for as for comparison, and this way we will know better if the seat fits, and we want, uh, you know, work for nothing. So with that done, we'll simply take this cube right now. I'm gonna save this file. You know what? I'm gonna save this file, and I call it chair test. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna copy only this one, edit copy, and I'm gonna open now um, the tut 7, which it will contain the arena itself, the tribune or whatever, and I'm gonna pass this cube. Now it will be easier for me to really determine if this is the right size for our seats. Mm, let's press F to focus. Let's say this is the seat, and it will be hanged this height, okay, something like so. Sorry. So this will be here, like so, and somewhat like so, maybe a little bit more higher. And the person sitting, his legs here, enough room to walk in between chairs, and this will duplicate it along. So I think this is pretty good. I mean, like, maybe I will need to create some more copies just to really compare this. So let's create some copies here. Let's see how it will look like if I will copy this row, Control D, and move it along over here. It should be a little bit higher than the stir because the thing that holds this is a little bit higher. So yeah, and the chair comes here. So yeah, this is fits. This is good. Okay, so I will go back to this same file that we named as chair test. Open. I don't want to save this. I just want to be sure that everything here goes as it's supposed to be. I'm gonna delete this. You know what? Maybe I will add this into layer and hide it, and I can continue and model taking this scale as um, my uh, you know so grabbing one edge, control right click. For Mac user it's command right click, and choose edge ring utilities. It will give you another menu, and choose to edge ring and split. Okay, now when you do this you can simply go pick another edge, press G, and it will create another edge loop that uh, going that way. So now I'm gonna create one more edge loop here, one more edge loop here, and one more edge loop here, and one more edge loop here. With that done, you simply look at this from above, right click, choose vertices, and I want you to grab those two, switch to move tool and push them. Now pay attention that I'm choosing also those at the bottom, okay? So everything is coordinated that way, that I'm always bearing in mind that I'm selecting the others. Sorry for those horn of the car down the parking lot or whatever. And I'm gonna shape this so it will look somewhat as a seat. Again, I ain't gonna do this as high poly, but I will try to create something that looks somewhat fairly enough to be a nice seat to sit on. So, yeah, there's no way that I will be able to avoid more polys, but I will need to think of that every time I'm creating this. So, with that done, I'm gonna create a polygon cylinder. Same mechanism I'm gonna create. Now, polygon cylinder, I'm gonna open the attribute editor tab, and I'm gonna change the subdivision axis to 8. Okay, 8 is a nice number. You can also use 6 if you like. Maybe 6 it's better. You can also use 4 if to be truth. So we're trying to maintain low poly. So even 4 could be good, but I will stick to 6 this time. I'm gonna bring this thing and I'm gonna use this as for knowing how big it should be. Like so, and like so. This will be here. This will be the pivot that connected here. And if I press 3, you can see it becomes circle, so that's fine. Also 4 can be smooth preview and turn into circle, so this is really good for low poly. Now with that done, I'm gonna first deal with my seat and try to add a little bit more look to it. So vertices, and I'm gonna grab these two lines here, these and these, making sure that I didn't select. We have some nuts people going down there, and I'm gonna select the middle one as well. I think it will be a good idea. Maybe those sides ones, these and those. Okay, now I'll grab those. I want those a little bit there, but I want these. Sorry. Let's try bring those maybe a little bit up. Those and those a little bit up, and yeah, maybe a little bit more, and those two a little bit up, down. Okay, now if you want, you can take those and maybe bring them that way. I really don't know how to make the best of low poly model to look as I wish, though I think that this should be enough for now. If I will press 3, this is what will came up from this, and what I want to do is just add 2 edge loops just so I will be sure that some of the thickness of this chair will remains as it should be. That way I'll press 3 and we have a nice plastic chair. So press 1. I'm gonna add 2 edge loops that supports this 2. Okay, this one and this one. So edit mesh, offset, sorry, mesh tool, offset edge loop tool. I'm gonna create those 2 over here to support those and maintain this area cubic here because I'm gonna assemble this thing here. So now I'm gonna right click, choose face, and yeah, well, maybe I will bring it back over there. Right click, choose face, and I'm gonna delete this face because we are gonna connect this to here. And let me see. Yeah, we will connect it somehow. I'm gonna maybe no, no. I'm gonna delete this thing and this thing. Press delete, and I'm gonna add this one over here. Shift right click edge, grab this edge, command right click edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. This will be the middle one that I will rely on to connect this thing here. And sorry about this little kid who is shouting there. Some people are a little bit noisy here when they want. Yep. Um, Let's make it somewhat the same thickness. Okay, this is a nuts. No, it's not funny. Anyway, um, yeah, I need to really cooperate with this. So I'm gonna. Sorry for it's taking too long. It's not one of my expectation to do it in low poly, though it's necessary in this under this circumstances. Whoa, I managed to say this. Sorry. So with that, what I will do is simply stretch this. Whoops. This is one bug of Maya. It has some drag effects. So maybe this part should stay here, and I will right click, choose this edge and extrude it out. And then I don't care about the way it looks. The chair will stay the same, though this extended area we can bring it back to how it was, so that's fine. Hold on the V, try to snap this back into position. Only this, like straighten this or something, I don't know. Maybe both at the same time. No. We will, we will try and grab these two. Okay, let's try just connect this and then we will see. Still need to stretch this a little bit. Bring this up. Bring this here. I will grab this and that. Mesh, combine. Let's move on with this. So I'm gonna switch top view because I want to make sure that this cylindrical shape is really at the same length here. So I'm pushing this aside, hold on the V key and snapping it over here. And sorry, grab these, push them, hold down the V key, and like so, press F8, and then I can try and patch this. Sorry, perspective view. So mesh tool, merge vertex tool, and I'm gonna pull the extended area here over there. I don't want to touch this, okay? I don't want to ruin this cylindrical shape because it's perfect circle and messing with that will be a huge mistake. So that way we are patching these and this one, and that's all good. Okay, now if we ain't satisfied with what's going on here, we are allowed to grab those two, make sure we didn't select anything else, and basically bring this down over here. Maybe I will grab this one down as well. It hurts. Okay, so I'm gonna add a few supporting edge loops here just to maintain the smooth preview. You just press 3 to check that everything is patched correctly here, and shift right click, insert edge loop. No, I'm gonna add offset edge loop. So edit mesh tool, sorry, offset edge loop, and I'm gonna add edge loops very at the end of each cylinder there, and press 3, take a look at this. Good. Now I have to add one here. Oops. Now I need to add edge loop, not offset edge loop. So shift right click, insert edge loop tool. Let's reset this and add one edge loop over here, one edge loop over here, one edge loop over here, and one edge loop over there. Alright, so with that done, I'll press 3 to take a look at this side. That's good. Let's do this at the other side. Two more edge loops, one here and one somewhat here, and press 3, press F8. Let's have a look on how it looks. Nice, this is cool. It's not bad at all, and we can continue with this. So now what I will do is I'm gonna right click, choose face, and I'm gonna click on this double faces there. Okay, now you can see that at the outer side we have this middle line, but inside we don't have this, and we do need to have this because this is part of modeling, and if it's not there, basically it's not seen area, but still yet it will help us do something here maybe. So what I'm doing right now, I'm grabbing those, okay? Now I'm gonna duplicate as I did before when I was testing that stir part, okay? So where is the duplicate again? They were moving things here that just drive me crazy a little bit. So I duplicated this, and now when you duplicate, you can see that part of the model is in white wireframes and part of it is in green. Now, right now, that means that there are two different pieces here, and what you need to do after you click duplicate is press F8 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. This will release this hold of this gizmo that you've seen here, and basically give you the opportunity to choose one of those pieces. So you can try to grab this or try to grab both of them, control and select this actually to unselect it, and then you will left off only with this part. Now for this part, what I want you to do is very simple, switch to scale tool and scale this to about so. Okay, you can even do something like so, and that's good enough for me. Now I'm gonna right click, choose edge, and I'm gonna double click on this edge. Okay, now before that, sorry, this is a little bit annoying, but I know, but it's very important for you to know this and recognize this thing. Each model, each object we have in Maya, we have normals assigned to it. Normals are there to tell Maya how to cast, or how to cast our texture. So basically it gives a direction. It just tell Maya what is the direction that Maya should cast the texture, and also how to cast the bump values in inwards or outwards, or how to, I don't know, whatever. So basically most of the shapes, I mean like the default shapes, everything, all the normals are always pointing outside facing the camera. But in this case, what we have here, like with polypipe for this sake of explanation, we'll go over here and bring this pipe. Okay, we have normals. Imagine normals are pointing outside. I will show you the normals, but first I want you to imagine this. So this is a face, and the normals, as I said, should face out. And if this is a face, it should face upwards. And if this is face back there, they are facing inwards, right? So now what I'm doing basically here, I'm taking a faces that the normals are facing inwards, I duplicated it and created a pipe that apparently, as I want it to be, is that the normals will face out, because this is what I will see. I will see only the parts here at the side of this pipe and not anything inside. So I'm using this as for external part of this chair, but right now the normals are facing inwards. So I need to switch this, and I will show you exactly what I mean by showing you those normals. This is the object. Go over display, NURBS, normals. Now you will see the normals, okay? Those are the normals, and this is the way to indicate where they are facing to. Towards. So you can see that right now here they are facing inwards. So when I duplicated this area and pulled it outside, if I will continue model the way that I want to continue model right now, and is to build here a pivot from this by extruding this a little bit more, this pipe will, the normals of it will be facing inwards, and therefore if you are gonna add bump or whatever, it just won't react as it should. Okay, you still have the bump effect, you still have the texture, but in many cases it will look um, very very much not as it should. Okay, so the way to fix this is very normal, very simple. First of all, let's see this, so you can face this normals there inside, and now you only simply go over, make sure you're at polygons, at polygons here, and go over normals and reverse them. That's all. Right now you can see they are picking from here, that means that they are facing outside. And this is all for this explanation. I will delete this polygon pipe there, and I'm continuing this one here. Now before I continue, I want you to right click, choose edge, grab whoops, let's grab this edge here. Okay, now take a look at what's going on inside. Control, I'm holding down the control, basically the command, but you need to control. Right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. And this will create there this middle edge loop that will help us later on. Yeah, so I'm gonna right click, choose edge, double click on this edge, and I'm gonna extrude it outside a little bit, like so. Okay, so I'm creating what I'm creating is a supporting edge loop. Okay, this is a supporting edge loop that should maintain the sharpness of our smooth preview look. So when I'm gonna smooth preview this object, this one will maintain this one. Okay, the one that I've created now will maintain this one, and I will need to add additional edge loop, you will see it later on, here to maintain this sharpness here. So you will see it very soon. So I'm extruding it once again and switch to yeah, over there, extruding it that way. Now here I want you to switch to side view. Maybe it's the front view, I'm not sure. Side view, let's see. No, side view, maybe this view. Yeah, but we are facing the wrong position. Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna shading X-ray to see that in X-ray. Okay, so now you can see that I can see through this object and how I'm making this large. Now I want to make sure that I leave a little bit space before I getting with this edge to the edge of the object that right now is on X-ray. Okay, so basically I'm creating another edge loop. So I'm extruding it once more and pushing this a little bit there. Now, if you want to be precise, you just need to hold down the V key and snap this to the same size that it's there. Okay, so now after playing with it, it just aligned with the other one. Okay, press F8, sorry, press spacebar, expand the perspective view, and this is same um, radial of that cylinder. Okay, so same radius, same radial, I don't know. Anyway, let's extrude this a little bit more. Now that way. Okay, now you can see that the faces, these faces are pointing outside, but this is okay because this is facing the camera or whatever. It will be hidden, but still yet. So I'm creating another supporting edge loop here to secure that corner one and extruding this over here. This will be another secure one, and this will be corner one. And then I will extrude this once again and switch to scale tool to create another secure one. I want you to take a look on what's going on here. One in the middle, two securing in them. This is the middle one securing him from this side, one securing him from, I find it hard to rotate here, from this side. Here we have only two. This is the corner one, and this is the support one from this side, and we need another one there. But we will add it later on. Just want you to understand what I'm doing. So after I created this secure one, I want to extrude it once more and switch to scale tool and move over here that way. Now this will be another secure one. And now I will switch, extrude and switch again to this. This will be a corner one, and from here we are going to go back inside. So extruding it one more time, this time pushing this over here. So again, we have a corner one from this side and one from this side. Sorry that I'm really annoying on this, but I do want you to get what I'm doing. This is the reason I'm doing this is mainly because I need sharp edges and because I want to avoid trying to add later on manually edge loops, because this area will be very much crowded. I won't be able to see anything through it. Okay, so now I'm entering here, extrude once more. So basically this one is secure one, this is the edge one, and extruding it once more, switch to scale tool, grabbing the middle one and doing maneuver like this. So see, now I will extrude it once more and switch to scale tool, and the same thing goes here. Okay, so this is a securing one. We have secure one, corner one, secure one, and here secure one, extruding and creating corner one. Okay, this one is this one that in green is the corner one, and I'm gonna lift this back outside. So extrude and pull this outside here. Now here you can use the snap tool, so it won't peek outside immediately. So we'll hold on the V and snap it to the first, this secure one, basically. Yeah, this one, and then extrude it once more. Hold on the V key, push it. Oh, okay. Switch to move tool this time, and push it a little bit outside, just like so. Now I want this a little bit to peek outside. and extrude it one more time. Switch to scale tool and creating this thing here. Now I missed one edge loop. I will need to add here another edge loop, but first of all I want to see how it looks, so I'll press 3 and that's fine. So wait 1 second, I'll bring it back to non-smooth preview mode. I'm gonna go, while it's still this circle is selected, I'm gonna go over mesh, fill hole. This will fill this hole. Right click, choose face, grab this face, mesh, poke. Poking this face will basically give it the geometry that it deserves according to the other edges that here. And basically you don't need to patch this area. Okay, press F8 and let's press 3 and take a look on what we have. Okay, this is it. This is what I was trying to assemble here, and I do want to grab this thing here and push it a little bit outside so it will look a little bit rounded, like it's a cap, rounded cap a little bit, and that's fine, that's good. Well, I know this part were a little bit too long, though it was good. Yeah, I think it's good tutorial. So we're gonna grab this seat, and what I will do, I will add it to a new layer. Okay, and I will rename it to seat. Seat, I think. I have no idea. Seat is like the what it the person does, but this is seat. Truly, I have no idea. And yeah, so I can hide this thing, and this will be the last thing I want to do. I want to press 1 to make sure it's on non-smooth preview mode. Right click, choose face, grab all these faces here, delete them, press F8. Uh, Now I'm gonna do thing such as this. I'm gonna need to how to say this. Let's open the outliner first. I think something is wrong here. We have two parts. Something is really not understood here. I'm trying to bring them out from their group because some groups here holding information like history on them, and if I will try to move them, they will react to each other if there were two. Okay, so I'm trying to delete this group and keep the. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes don't do it. So always check that you are not deleting something that was hidden. Okay, so we have this, and we're gonna go over modify center pivot first. So this is centering the pivot for here. I just need to make sure that it's really on the center of this vertex here in the middle. So I'm gonna switch to the side view and put it into test, checking this. Yes, it's in the middle, everything's good. The only thing that I'm a little bit uh, which need to be fixed is you need to hold down the D and push this here, but hold down the V key, okay? So it will snap to this area and it's in the center on this hole of the pipe. So press, go over, put your camera like this, okay? So this is uh, the x-axis. It's pointing to the negative x-axis, while this is the positive one, I think. So we need to complete to the negative, okay? If this is the positive side, the right, so the left is the negative, okay? Or maybe this is the positive and this is the negative. We will check this. I think that I need to add the negative one. So shift right click on this object, mirror, polygon, and positive x. Yeah, positive x. The red always is the positive. Okay, so that's mean if the x is on the left, it's you need to complete to the positive. So that's done. Um, let's go over display. Turn off these NURBS normals. We don't need to see them. The normals are set correctly. I will press 3 to see that this area is patched. Sometimes when you're mirroring, you need to make sure that you chose to merge the vertices, and sometimes the merging won't occur as you like. So be aware of this. And if it all goes fine here, all I want you to do is go over mesh, offset edge loop, and create offset edge loop. That these are the secure ones that I wanted to add earlier. Okay, this will make sure that everything there will be sharp. So let's see. No, they haven't been added because I didn't pay attention to. They were too close over there. So basically, if they are stick to each other, it's like you didn't do nothing. See, we still have two here. So I'm gonna add them by taking a look at this. Add mesh. Sorry, mesh tool. Offset edge loop, and pay attention a little bit. So something like so. That's good. Okay, press F8. Grab those. Something here is a little bit weird. Shouldn't see those weird stuff going there, but sometimes this is what's going on. Um, Come back. I had interruption here. Anyway, yeah, that's fine. Nothing is wrong here. It's just some kind of a mysterious thing that goes on with Maya. So let's bring back the seat. Okay, so this is how it looks, and if we smooth preview this, you can see that both cylinders are fitting each other, and we will continue the next part. I know this part of the tutorial is a little bit too long, but it's necessary for us to create something fairly enough good for our model. So yeah, enough apologize. uh, that's good, that's okay. So please save this file, save scene as. Let's call this chair. Save as. No, I will call it toot 8. I don't want to start struggle. Save as, and that's all. So have a nice day. Thank you for watching, and we'll meet you at the next part. Bye.